Limitless Live. I'm your host, Olga Binyaminov, and today we are finishing the month of October, which was the month talking about career. And my favorite topics in career is reinvention. If you've ever felt like you are outgrowing your job, you're outgrowing the role of whatever it is that you're doing, or even your identity, this episode is for you. Because reinvention isn't about starting over, it's about stepping into your next level. It's never too late to be what you might have been. We go through transition, we go through career shifts, life pivots, seasons of uncertainty. But what if instead of resisting to change, we learn to thrive through that change? Today, I want to talk about how to navigate through those turning points with courage, with clarity, and most importantly, with grace. And how to trust that every ending is just the beginning of something new. Let's start by understanding what reinvention actually means. Reinvention doesn't mean throwing everything away. It just means redefining who you are based on who you are becoming. Sometimes it's external. It means you're going to get a new career, a new business, a new role. Other times it's internal. It's a shift in how you see yourself, what your values are, and what you want from life. Most people fear of change because it feels like losing control. But what if it's not lost? What if it's actually evolution? Every time you outgrow something, whether it's your job, your environment, or just a version of yourself, it's because you are ready for more. I've been through a reinvention myself, from science to education, from teaching to entrepreneurship, from structure to actually purpose. And if there is one thing I've learned, it's that reinvention requires both courage and curiosity. Courage to let go, and curiosity to explore what's coming next. You need to recognize when it's time to change. So, how do you know that it's time for a change? I'll give you some signs that maybe will make you understand that you're ready for reinvention. The first one is that you've mastered your role and you don't feel challenged anymore. That's the first key to tell you that you need to look for something else, or you need to challenge yourself with some new innovation. You wake up feeling uninspired, you wake up feeling drained, you feel that you misalign with whatever the company's value is or the direction that you're going through. And you're curious about something else, but you're afraid to explore it. You keep telling yourself, there has to be more. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Change often whispers before it starts shouting. If you are feeling restless, it's not a sign of failure. It's a signal for growth. Don't ignore that inner nudge. It's your future calling. So think about it. What part of your work or your identity feels complete? And what new version of you is it trying to emerge? Fear is the biggest barrier for any reinvention. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting over, and even fear of success. But here's a mindset shift. You are not starting over from scratch. You're starting over from experience. Every skill, every mistake, every moment of your journey is really up until now is preparing you for what's coming next. When you focus on what you have gained, and that's the growth, the freedom, the alignment, instead of what you're leaving behind, reinvention becomes exciting instead of terrifying. Remember this: confidence doesn't come before change, it comes through change. You will build the confidence one brave step at a time, because change is hard at first, it's messy in the middle, but it's beautiful at the end. So if it feels uncomfortable right now, that's okay. You are in the middle of your becoming. When people consider changing their career or changing their direction, a lot of times they ask, well, what if I'm starting too late? What if I don't have the right skills? The truth is, you already have more skills than you actually have realized. The skills that are transferable are the bridge of what's coming next. Leadership skills, communication, problem solving, organization, creativity. These are the strengths that don't just disappear when you change title. They evolve with you. And you can actually strengthen all of these. Write down for yourself. For each of these skills that you have, what else can you do with it? You're not starting over, you're really expanding. Reinvention is not about losing your identity, it's about integrating who you've been with who you are becoming right now. You want to thrive through transitions because it isn't about having all the answers, it's about staying open. Curiosity keeps you learning, resistance, which keeps you moving, and purpose that keeps you grounded. Ask yourself, what am I learning about myself in this progress, in this process? Because every reinvention teaches you something new. It teaches you something new about your strength, about your priorities, about your capacity to adapt. The more flexible you are, the more limitless your career becomes. Because remember, evolution isn't linear, it's layered. You can grow in a way that you've never imagined if you allow yourself to explore. So, let this be the start of your new journey. One that's written with courage, with authenticity, and with trust. As I close today's episode and the month of October Career Month series, I want to remind you this. Reinvention is not about a sign that you have failed. It's proof that you are growing. Every ending career has a seed for a beginning. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to shift your path. And you are allowed to create a new version of success that fits your soul right now. Whether you're changing your job, you're returning school, and you're launching something new, trust that life is always guiding you towards the alignment. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Thank you so much for joining me to my Limitless Live podcast. Next month, I'm going to move to the month of November. We'll talk a lot about gratitude because Thanksgiving is coming and there's so much in gratitude that can really increase the quality of life. And the whole month of November, we'll be talking about quality of life. Where in life you can explore how to elevate your joy, how to elevate your peace, and how you can change your everyday to be just amazing. And until then, keep shining, stay limitless, and remember, you are your greatest project. Enjoy the week, guys.